everyone, welcome back to the Elbis and Elbis album review show. I'm joined here with Elbis.
Alright, pal.
Alright, pal. And, well, today you're probably thinking, oh, what's going on here then, you know? No.
Where's the episode?
Where is the finale of the epic?
Wow.
Well, we just thought, just come and bored.
Well, we didn't really watch any films.
No.
Or I have a confession to make. I have invested in a new luxury bed, let's just say. And for some reason, my visits to the astral realm seem to be less frequent.
Well, to be fair, I have visited the realm. However, there was nothing that really stood out to me. So I just thought, well, I ain't got out either. And I am furious.
I have got a fan-requested one, actually, but I'm not going to do it.
Well,
not after last time.
Not after bloody last time. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Dustin Duke.
Jesus Christ. I know we haven't, but bloody hell. I know we haven't fired her up for a week.
I know.
Anyway, what was I on about? Oh, yeah. The... What was we on about?
We just take the easy option.
Oh, that was it.
Something that we can do.
You put me off.
Eyes closed. Which some YouTubers and supposed podcasters.
Listen, what we was going to do, we was just going to have a week off and just return to our normal, boring lives. And then, you know, all the fans were saying, oh, God, you know, Elbis and Elbis, we can't have a week without you. You're just so bloody good. And we just thought, look, you've got to throw the dog a bone. And you've just got to do something. So we thought, let's just do an album review. And anyway, last time we did, what was the album we reviewed?
I can't remember. Was it?
It was Nick Carve and the Bad Seds.
Nick
Carve and the Bad Seds.
Good album.
Yeah, it was bloody brilliant, that. But because we have reviewed that one, that means there is a new...
There is a new entry
on the wheel.
Yes. And, it has been fed down the pipeline.
If you would like me to, Elbis, I will get my binoculars out.
Well, it's 2-0 at Elbis predicts for me.
Oh, Jesus.
The fans are loving it, and I'm sorry, pal.
I have not seen
it's not
one
our
fan
favourite
Elbis
feature. We are.
Whatever. I can't even bother to argue with it.
It's about time you did something.
Jesus, fine. Whatever.
We'll
Elbis predicts. Fine. Let me get me. Wait, one sec. Hang on a minute.
Oh yeah.
Hang on. Zoom.
Yeah.
Right, okay, okay. On the wheel today we have Airborne Hymns by the Evolve. Led Zepp 3 by Led Zepp.
Partially eponymous album.
The Stone Roses by the Stone Roses.
A fully eponymous album.
Toys in Atlantic by Aerosmith.
A very poor impression.
Brothers in Arms by the Streets.
An expensive Jamaican neighbourhood.
Hotel California by the Eagles.
Especially for our Antipodean ally.
And a new entry on the wheel, Pan in My Heart by Otis Redding.
Interesting.
Oh, well. It is very interesting.
Potentially that could put the cat amongst the pigeons.
Well spoken, pal. And I think it's about time I took my walk over to the wheel, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Well, alright then, I'm off then.
I just noticed something.
What?
The lever from old Dukey has been left in the other room, but that doesn't matter. I can sort it out. I can do it manually. The lever.
Oh,
but I can do it manually.
You will.
I have an override system.
Fine. All right.
Just say.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll go take the walk to the wheel. All right, I'm here at the wheel. Well, we've gone through the album names. We've done all that jazz. So, well, let's fire up those petaflops.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, we've not done Elbis Predicts.
Oh, great.
Don't look.
Let's just cancel it for this week.
Wait, no, don't look. We
All
haven't seen what's on it. We haven't seen what's on it. Right, the wheel has spun. Yeah, everyone who's listening, everyone's thinking, what's going on? We forgot to do Elbis Predicts. And there is an album that has come out on the wheel, but we haven't looked at it yet.
Yeah, well, I'm going...
Elbis the Waz, what do you predict? I'll pass you the mic.
No, because it's too far.
Yeah, but it's an extension.
I'm going for Open Hymns by The Void.
Right, okay. I will go for... The Stone Roses by the Stone Roses. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's look. Oh!
Unbelievable!
I nearly fell off my seat. Oh, pain in my heart. Hang on a minute. All right, I'm coming.
Get back over here.
Anyway, I'm back.
All right, pal.
Well, unbelievable start.
Yeah, it's an interesting
really
one.
Is, and I think that could be the first time a new entry has
An album that I have never heard in my life.
I think that could be the first time in history of the album review show. The first, the new entry has actually come out on the wheel straight away.
Yeah,
and I've got to say, Pain in My Heart.
Oh, God.
Otis Redding. Oh, Jesus Christ.
This might take me a bit longer because I've got to go in
We've
manually.
got an Australian superfan, Linus. And Linus said to me, he said, sort Elvis out, he can't bloody sort the Dukey out. And every week I say, make sure you're on Dukey. And every week you're not.
Listen, pal, stop
Jesus
going on
Christ.
you. Give him the news while I do this.
Oh, news. The news. Well,
come on, so not much longer now.
The news. There is. Well, you know,
this is
the news.
And I remember it.
Elbis and Elbis have some news.
We've got it.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay. There you go.
That's the sound enhancement device, which I didn't forget this time, which I did last time.
Well done, pal.
But the lever, and I'm going to have to go get the lever.
Just play the bloody record.
Anyway, the first one, I believe you.
Now, if you are wondering if this album is an eponymous album, it isn't.
But it is an eponymous song to begin with, or kick us off.
Put it on.
Got a pain in the art. Yes, smooth.
Hang on.
There we go.
That was Pain in My Heart by Otis Redding. The start to the album, and I've got to say, Elbis, it was a beautiful song.
That's exactly how I would describe it, actually. A beautiful song. It wasn't really a jolly jit.
Now, usually we say, don't we? We say that you have to start an album, the best albums, kick off the album.
Yes.
But with this genre, I don't think that needed to be there, and it wasn't. It never kicked off the album, but to me, I just imagined Otis Redding coming from behind the curtain onto the stage and basically easing people into the evening.
Yeah, I can imagine being there in 1964 when this album came out. I don't remember, but I could imagine being in a club on a table having a steak dinner with an attractive female entity. Now this song.
Well, hang on there, because it might be transgender.
Could be whatever you want.
It could be a transgender.
And as I've seen on Netflix recently, there's been a lot of female to female. And
there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it.
By Elbis and Elbis.
Absolutely. If you want to be one of that, you can.
Absolutely.
And
anyway, so it's a good opening.
It's a good opening. It's a great
song.
And I've got to say, Otis Redding performed it perfectly.
With aplomb.
He really did. Well spoken, pal.
It was to a par, I'd
say it was to a par. And to me, I just think, it just eased everyone into it. It just says, look, everyone, sit back, enjoy your steak.
Yep.
And just listen to this.
Look forward to later on because your entity, whatever it is going to be giving out tonight for bringing her in. Definitely. Anyway, one thing I was wondering is you're sat there quite slovenly at the moment. I'm wondering if you're going to be the master of research today or we're going to lyric check. Not now. Next song or whatever.
Next song.
Because I'm quite interested in the next song because it's called The Dog. Now, I hope he is not referring
to the entity.
To an entity.
Yeah, well, he better not because, it's out of order.
He is talking about a dog of the barking variety, or possibly a male entity who is a bit of a snake.
An active animal in which is more commonly seen as a pet.
Well, we'll have a look, shall we?
Well, let's have a look. Well, that was Do the Dog or The Dog. And
jolly jit, but I
don't know what to say. I don't know.
I would say to all listeners, do not take that advice literally.
Listen.
Because it's banned in most states in the US, and I'm pretty sure it's banned in all countries of the UK except possibly Wales.
I would say to Otis, I'd just say, what dog have you been doing?
Well, this is what I want to do.
I mean, and I hope he's not talking about the entity, but in a way, I'd rather him talk about the entity than an actual dog.
I mean, no matter how bad things get, do not cause you up to the family pet. There's always somebody out there, even if you're the ugliest.
As they always say, there's plenty of
fish. You're nice inside, there's somebody out there who is not a canine who will still probably do
exactly.
And if not, you can always pay someone.
Absolutely. Well spoken, pal.
Thanks,
well spoken.
Thanks.
And I think you've summed it up to a par. And good song though. Good song.
It's a bloody jolly jit.
Absolutely. I mean, a jolly jit there to the first song, as we said, eased just ease the crowd into it.
Yes,
And it's almost like they'd finished the steak and they're having a glass of wine. Yeah. And now Otis is just saying, let's have a little bit of a dance, you know, let's hop in the floor a little bit.
Now
let's get people involved.
I'm wondering if the dog actually is a dance. It could be, couldn't it? Do the dog.
Do the dog.
Well, I'd rather think it.
The dog.
I would prefer it to be a dance
Hang on a minute,
rather than a derogatory name.
Do the poodle.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ. Oh,
I'm not sure
listen,
that's fair on the
we're going to say...
It says
it's
do
a
the
dance.
bed. Another.
Oh.
Now, so
Wow.
hang on, whenever they do turn it up, turn it off, turn it, thingy, for the first one. The fog one, I would definitely toin it up.
I would tone it up. And I think this one, I'd probably tone it up as well.
I
want a bit more... I
Yes,
need to know
yes.
more about this song. I need to know what it needs. Because if I was riding around
Exactly,
with
and
a
it
song
needs clarification.
telling me to do a dog,
Yes.
I probably
yes.
wouldn't want it on. Especially in a built-up suburban area or
Yeah.
driving down the M6.
There could be kids listening. You don't know.
Definitely,
I mean,
definitely.
I don't know. It's one of those songs where musically,
And you
I
don't
would
want to tell the
definitely
kids
turn
to
it up.
do the dog.
But depending on who you're with, I mean, if there is somebody who takes everything literally, probably best turn it off in
Absolutely.
his, her, or theirs presence.
Well spoken, pal. I think the dog, I just think, it's a good song, but as we say, it just needs a bit more clarification.
Now, the next song is a much more famous song, and it is one that you will certainly know.
Right,
I don't believe it was originally by Otis Reading, but it's a good one, and I'm fully confident. And it's a much more wholesome subject than doing a dog.
Well, I'm absolutely
It's
dying
called
to this.
Stand By Me.
Whoa!
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez. Come on.
Yeah.
That was Stand By Me by Otis Redding. And, well, I mean...
I would say it was fine by me.
I think it was fine by me. I even know it is called Stunned By Me.
Yeah.
But it is fine by me, yeah. And I'm going to say, I was a bit worried because I saw it and I thought, hang on a minute, a cover. Don't know how I feel about a cover.
Well...
However, again, thinking back to, like, the restaurant or whatever, and, like, you just sat at the table having a steak. Otis is just saying, look, this is my take on this. What do you think?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, actually, bloody brilliant. I think it was a powerful piece because it was powerful in the way he sung his performance. His performance was
perfectly,
powerfully
potentially
portrayed.
Perfect. Yeah, I agree. Now, there are two other versions which spring to mind.
Well, B.B. King.
Ben E. King.
Oh, that's it.
And also Jean Lennon.
Oh, yeah.
Jean Lennon. Now, personally, and a lot of people will disagree with me on this, my favourite is John Lennon's version.
Well, mine was B.B. King.
Ben E. King.
Ben E. King.
Yeah.
My favourite was that one, but I think Otis is he said to me there.
He has a voice like smooth velvet.
It's unbelievable, his voice. It's one of the best voices I've ever heard, and
one of the silkiest sounds someone
sings.
Wow.
Oh, hey, you probably for you.
Wow.
But you know, but for me, it's
oh my God!
What the hell are you doing?
Don't worry.
Jesus Christ.
Dukey jumped.
Well, it's the artificial attitude.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's a turn it up, and
Definitely.
I think for me, Otis Redding, this album, the start of the album, is fantastic.
It's a very powerful production, I must say. Now, so we've got Turn It Up, Pain in My Heart, Do the Dog, controversial.
Keep it the same, possibly.
Depending on your audience, but however, if I'm on my own, and believe me, there would not be any canines in the area.
Some of the things
I would listen to that, and I would bloody love it.
You probably would do that.
Well, wait till I tell Monkey about you. Anyway, the Turn It Up and then Stand By Me. Turn It Up, and the next one is called Hey, Hey, Baby.
Wow. Well, that was Hey Hey Baby by Otis Redding, and I've got to say, Jolly Jits.
Now, if you were to look up the words Jolly Jit in a dictionary, an electric dictionary, it would have some sort of a link to that song.
I actually think it's well spoken.
Yes, it is.
Because, I mean, you know, that was bloody brilliant.
It was jolly, it was good. I couldn't tell you a single word from it except hey, hey, and baby.
And I always think with a independent artist, you know, Otis obviously has a band behind him here.
Well,
but it's the way, you know, if this was a band without Otis Redding, it'd just be a year-old, regular, boring band. And if you saw them, you just think, you know, you wouldn't slag them off, but you'd just say, you know, well, sort of background music. But Otis comes in, and his powerful voice is, you know, it transforms an average band into something special.
Exactly. Well spoken. Now, what I was going to say is that you could put Otis in front of a very, very subpar band. And he would light up the room. Now, put him in front of a good band, then it's all
and I think that's what's putting it. Exactly, that's slagging off the band.
He's not dependent. And I might be controversial here, but I don't know if he might be the best singer that we've covered on our album.
You know what? Sure. Even though he's a bit controversial, I don't know if I'll have to agree with that. Because I mean,
obviously, Meat is great, isn't it?
But you know, but Otis Redding, his voice sort of speaks to you in a way just others
his
don't.
Groove.
Wow, you I know what you're like. Anything but
you probably like his
You
point.
don't even love the
In any case. It reminded me a bit of like Chuck Berry.
Yeah, it did me actually. Yeah. But it has the effectiveness of the riff like Chuck Berry.
Really did, didn't
but
it?
For me, Otis just has that edge vocally.
Certainly.
Yes.
However, Chuck Berry wrote his own stuff. So it's hard to say who's more talented. But what I'd like to see is Otis already but in like playing in a band which contained Chuck Berry.
Oh, well, that would be phenomenal, I think.
It would. Anyway, the next song is called You Send Me. Now, I can't really think what that could possibly mean.
Well, it's like, I don't know, maybe you deliver yourself.
Almost feels an unfinished title.
Yeah, it does.
You send me
like there was
where?
a rush, maybe.
You send me where?
You send me. You send me. You send me.
Don't make sense.
Don't make any sense.
No. Well, let's give it a chance, shall we? Let's not slag it off.
Then. All right.
Oh my God! Wait. There.
God. Seriously, you need to get a hold of Dookie there, because that is shocking.
Artificial attitude, pal.
Anyway, that was.
I can't kill it now.
Well, that was You Send Me. And I've got to say, a beautiful song again. Once again.
And it did sound similar to some of the other songs.
Absolutely.
And I love them.
Yeah,
and I think with that style of song, I would quote a monkey, what she says to me, nobody does it better.
They really don't. I don't know if she's been saying that to you, but... Otis, I think, if you look at You Send Me, right, it's... I listened to it and I thought, this is absolutely beautiful, right? But you look at the lyrics, you know, when you think about music, you think about some of the best songs being complicated in the way they're wrote, you know, complicated in the message that they're portraying. With this one,
layers and things like that.
With this one, you just it's because Otis he's such a perfect pronunciator of words.
I agree. Well,
you just don't need complicated lyrics. You don't need a complicated message. You just need to sit back and just listen to his voice. And then that, for me, that was a perfect example of that song. Because from start to finish, I just sat back and I just listened to Otis just sing the words.
That's right,
It was bloody brilliant.
Those who often underperform concoct complication. Now, I've said that for quite a few years.
You have always said that. I can't remember a time when you haven't said that.
I think that it perfectly applies to the current situation.
Well spoken, pal. You've summed it up to a part.
Now, so, really enjoying it. Anyway, it's turning it up all the way, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely turning it up all the way. Except from the second one, because we don't know what it means yet.
Exactly. But in the privacy of my own home, when it's safe, let's just say,
you probably would do
turn it up. I would. I wouldn't. Good.
In the privacy of your own, won't you? Probably would.
If anyone would, you
get stuck.
I
love my
Anyway, the next one, and I can tell you straight away. Oh no, I can't. Hang on a minute. Dukey's gone a bit crazy again.
Oh, come on.
There we go. It went one forward again. Artificial attitude. I've got that axe down there though. Now.
Honestly, you need to just.
He's got one eye on that axe and he's keeping.
Right, come on. What's the next song?
The next song is called "I Need Your Lovin'." With an apostrophe, and there is no G.
Well, that was "I Need Your Lovin'," and I've got to say, I mean, it was. I enjoyed it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a jolly jit. However, it was a very confusing song for me.
Well, really, I wasn't listening that deeply to the words. I was just enjoying the.
No, I wasn't even listening to the words, but it was the. I think it was a confusing composition.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Because it was like. At one point, I was sure as rain. Well, definitely not as rain.
I know what you mean.
As the old saying goes, I
You're
was
thinking
sure as
about
rain.
what happened at 1 minute and 44 seconds into the song.
Well, as the old saying goes, I was sure as rain that song was going to end. However, it just didn't, and it just carried on going. And then it just kept going. It was like going, and you think, oh yeah, it's over now, and then he just go, wow, wow, wow.
I'm glad that it kept going because at 1 minute 44 seconds I was loving it, and then it sounded as if it had ended.
Yeah, well,
and
yeah,
then it came back
was a
for
bit of a
few
shame, and then
more.
it just go,
Wow,
wow, wow, wow.
And I loved it.
I did.
Now let me, if I can, transport you back to 1964
I'm with
in
you.
a dance hall.
Oh,
let's just
yes.
say. Now, in those days, you know, there was some bands out, the Beatles, the Stones, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I actually think hearing something like this would be just a refreshing
Absolutely
experience.
I agree.
I think it's brilliant.
I think I'd
Absolutely
rather see this. I would, because I mean,
I would.
it's just,
Well, yeah, I would actually.
you keep your feet up, and well, not even that. You just have a nice night, enjoy a bottle of wine
With an
steak
entity
with
of
it.
your
Female,
favoured gender.
attractive,
Let's just say,
entity.
yeah, and it'd be all right.
It would
But
be.
in any case, now the next song is one of my favourite, and I discovered this song a few years ago.
Well,
And I thought, bloody brilliant song that. And I played it to Monkey and I said, oh God, I've discovered one of the greatest songs of all time. And she was like, oh yeah, it's off Dirty Dancing. And I couldn't believe it. Because I've never seen Dirty Dancing.
well, I
know a lot
definitely
of
haven't
films
seen
about
Dirty
dancing,
well,
to be honest.
But,
But,
well,
yeah.
I don't like. Well, I've never seen it,
Hold
but
on a minute, is it off that? Yeah, it is, yeah, that's right.
well,
Yeah.
for me that text. It annoys me when films do that, because that has the danger of taking points off the song. When the song is brilliant and the film's crap,
Yeah.
it dangers the song. Yeah. So if I'm a filmmaker, which many people know me and Elbis are,
Yes, well, obviously.
don't put songs in that could damage them.
It reminds me quite a lot of the film Flashdance. Now, I remember, I've never seen it because I don't watch films about dancing.
Kevin Beard?
However, possibly. Monkey explained the premise to me where it was a town that banned dancing. And I thought that is the most preposterous sounding plot I have ever heard. However, we now live in a world where dancing is banned.
Well,
I'll tell you one place it isn't banned. In
the Elbis and Elbis
studio.
World class studio.
Yes. Anyway,
you can dance all you want, especially if you're an attractive female entity.
These arms are mine. Brilliant.
Well, that was These Arms Are Mine, Otis Redding, and for me, I'm going to say it right now, one of the best songs ever. I always say it, but this definitely is one of the best songs ever.
As Bagpipe would say, outstanding.
He would, in a way. He really would.
It really is just outstanding.
Well,
it's the thing is, I think this is one for the Elbis and Elbis world class lie detector system.
Yeah, it is.
We challenge the fans to, if anybody doesn't like that song,
roll up.
come send a picture first, remember?
Yes.
And if we approve you, come to the world class studio.
Yes.
We'll hook you up to the world class lie detector.
You might have to have some
system. And
You're a
if
bit
you say no, well, you can't really win, because if you say no and it comes back that he was telling the truth, I'll just put the world class electrocution system.
You can have
on.
the. You can have
case
the.
of moving this lever.
Don't put it on now, God!
No.
Jesus Christ! I'm nearly up to it.
The amount of lies you tell.
Stuff. I am a truthful.
Whatever. But what a song! Absolutely
brilliant song. Brilliant.
I almost feel like not speaking for a minute just to think about how good that is. But it doesn't make tremendous radio.
Let's not speak then. Nah, let's speak.
Yeah.
I think with this song, it's like you said to me, Elvis. You said, "Who wrote this song?" Because I knew what you was thinking. You was thinking, whoever wrote this song is a genius.
Yeah.
And so did I. And when you said it, I thought, actually, who did write this song?
Yeah.
Well, as the master of research, I thought, let's have a look. So I had a look. And I, got all the books out, skimmed through all the... from the Elbis and Elbis World-Class bookcase.
Periodic
and I had a look, and I have found that the writer of this song, These Arms of Mine, is indeed Otis Redding.
Wow.
And that for me,
me
confirms him as a genius.
Yes. The thing is, and I apologise to Mr. Reading, but...
Well,
the thing is... Obviously, he's not with us anymore.
He's died.
Yeah, unfortunately. But if he was alive, I'd say to him, listen, I'm sorry, pal, because
I
thought you was a man with an incredible voice
and
that could sing songs written by other people. But he actually wrote this.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's what I mean. That's how good of a singer he is. The best singers not only can perform other people's songs, but they can make their own and perform it perfectly.
Well, that's
this is what he did.
Let's ask the 3 questions. I'll ask them of you.
Okay.
Number 1, does he have performance?
Check.
Does he have consistency?
Check.
And does he have something else?
I don't know what it is.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's bloody got it, pal.
Check.
Definitely.
Yeah, check.
Now, the next song is... And it's so good, potentially, because I don't know it.
Well, I don't...
Well, I might do. They named it twice, and it's called Louie Louie.
Oh, well, Louie's Louie. Oh, God.
I don't know this.
Well, that was Louie Louie, and I've got to say, it was alright, that.
Now, this album is cohesive and consistent.
It is.
In that we get a beautiful love song, followed by a jolly jit each time.
And it really is, and that comes down to creative composition.
Yeah.
And I think that... with the creative composition of the album, I've got to say they've summed it up to a par.
I would completely agree with you. Well
thanks,
spoken.
pal. Thanks, pal.
Now, obviously, that wasn't written by...
Well, no, it was not. I've looked in the journals.
Yes.
And I can say it's written by Richard Berry.
Now, isn't that Chuck Berry?
I don't know. I'm going to have to look for the journals again, probably after this song. But I know. Again, I think
I am working on the supercomputer, pal, to give it a search function.
I just think,
but it's more complicated than you think.
Give Otis Redding
Fortran code is a nightmare.
Give Otis Redding any song, right?
Yeah.
Any song nowadays, back then in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, just any song ever.
Yeah.
And he would make it 100 times better.
Yeah. He would actually sing it better than the original artist.
Oh, he would,
without a doubt. What I mean?
Without a doubt, he would make songs.
Yeah.
10 times better because he's just brilliant.
I'd like to hear him sing Jubilee Street.
Oh, Nick Carr on the bad set. Well,
great video,
watching the video.
But only watch it if you're over 18.
Wow.
And interested.
Why don't you check out the competition that we're running at the moment?
Oh, yeah, well, it's the best nowadays.
Spot the Connection playlist.
Oh, yeah, go to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, and check playlist and check the Spot the Connection, and whoever can spot the connection
if you're
wins
a girl,
special
prize.
Win
a date with Elvis the Wise. And if you're a man, you can win one with Elvis the Impetuous. And if you're a transgender, we'll sort it out at the time.
But I am not having any dates with a man, so don't bloody get excited. Well, I'm just saying that is not my preferred sexual...
I don't know what your problem is.
Anyway,
I'm feeling a bit uneasy, and something is worrying me about you. Yeah, something is worrying me.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
That's the name of the song.
What means something worrying about me? Well, that is something is worrying me, and I'm going to have to say nothing is worrying me about this album.
Something's bloody worrying me, actually, and I'll tell you what it is. Where does this stand in the grand pantheon of Elbis and Elbis.
Well, you've said it.
Album.
I am worried.
It's not time for the discussion yet.
No, it's not.
But I'm a bit worried because I don't know where I'd place it.
I have no idea.
It's going to be bloody high.
This is genius.
Yeah.
Every single song is brilliant. We're 9 songs in, and I honestly don't think I will ever get sick of hearing Otis Redding's voice. It's just fantastic. He's, as we keep saying, any song. It's like he takes away. No, I'm not. And it sounds a bit like a bad thing, really, but he takes away like from the lyrics, and I just hear his voice like. These Arms of Mine, I mean, I've got to say the lyrics there are brilliant. I mean, the way they're sung, I just think his voice is brilliant.
As a lot of the fans will be aware, Elbis and Elbis are masters of, well, I create cohesive
well, I don't know about
songs, scripts, everything, and you add a bit of jazz to them at the end.
I add everything that's needed.
You are, let's just say, slightly more flamboyant
Yes,
than I am. However, you add a bit of
special
panache to the thing. But in any case, if Elbis and Elbis came up with a world-class song, which we probably will do one day, and we probably already have.
If we said to Otis, sing us this, Paul,
this is it.
No problem.
But if you could choose any one to sing it, I'd probably go for Otis.
I don't think you could go wrong with Otis.
I don't think you could.
I really don't.
And do you know what? It'd probably be cheaper than Michael Jackson.
He probably would.
So,
in that case,
thrifty yet good.
Well spoken, pal.
Thanks, pal.
Anyway, that was Something's Worrying Me. So, well, what's after that?
Well, it's quite a long album, this, and I would say the opposite to Meat Loaf. In that it is
but I have noticed
long in songs and short in length.
It is long in songs and short in length.
Yeah.
I mean, every song's about 2 minutes long, and I think perfect. That's all you need.
31 minutes, the full album.
That is all you need. That's
so,
all you need.
Funnily enough, we're at the 31-minute point here.
Well,
so if someone wanted to find out whether they wanted to listen to this album, it'd probably be quicker to listen to it than listen to our review.
Yeah.
But it won't be as entertaining.
No, it really won't.
Well, it's a bloody good album.
I don't know.
In any case,
actually, just go listen to that.
The next
one.
The next one is called Security.
Oh, I love this one.
Yes. Hang on.
Hang on.
Yeah.
That was Security, and I think I forgot what it. Juki, that's her name. I think Juki needs a bit of security from you, because you can't bloody keep a hold of Juki. You keep letting her slip. And it's doing my head in now, because every single time I press play, I like to come on and say, oh, that was this. And I can't do it now, because you keep bloody slipping up.
Listen, pal.
Sort yourself out.
The artificial attitude is taking up a lot of my time. Like the other night, woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, playing bloody Rock Around the Clock.
Oh, my
and I never put that on. He was doing it to annoy me. So old Juki Magoo is...
Cheeky get.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, it's a great song.
It's a good song, that. Yeah, really good, really good. I'm going to go turn it up again, turn it up all the way.
Written by Otis himself, this song, Security. Wow, and I've got to say, once again, hits the nail on the head. He's a genius. He's a genius. For me, turn it up, turn them all up. This album is right up.
I would say this is an album which is for anyone in any mood at any time.
I agree.
Now that's very special, isn't it?
It is, and it's well spoken. Yeah. And I just think, as you say, Elvis, there, it absolutely summed it up to a pie. Just anyone can listen to this. Anyone can listen to it and enjoy it. I can't. Once again, using the Elbis and Elbis lie detector test.
Yeah.
If we hooked you up and you said, I do not enjoy this album, and it turned out you was telling the truth and you didn't actually enjoy the album, straight to electrocution,
well,
kick you out on the street.
All I need to know is it's the same as the defibrillator.
Yeah, well, don't do it now.
I just put that up there.
Yeah, well, yeah. I say, hang on, don't do it now.
All right, I won't do it now.
Put it down, will you?
Because all I'm doing is increasing the voltage.
Yeah,
well, actually, it's the amps that kill you, not the volts.
Well, yeah, you always said that. Anyway, that's what. Oh no, hang on a minute. What's the next song?
It's that was the post-penultimate song. Therefore, well, we could say it's the penultimate. But this one is definitely the penultimate song. And it's called That's What My Heart Needs. Whoa. And mine is a defibrillator.
Okay,
I invented my own.
Yeah, well.
Who cares?
Well, That's What My Heart Needs, and I just feel like this is... I just can't sum this album up.
To a part.
Well, I can in a way, but the only way I can do it is just keep saying genius.
Yeah, well,
that's all this album is.
I think I summed it up to a par in the last segment. Well, you even said I did.
Would.
And I think that the only way you can sum it up to a par is with the words, which I had already.
Well, I think I did it before you.
No.
Anyway, I don't think we need to spend a lot of time just talking about that song because it was written by Otis himself. Again, fantastic song, fantastic lyrics, unbelievably performed. There's not much more you can say.
We've often said
is
about
genius.
The beauty of this album review show is that it's got us, who are musical experts anyway, listening to albums which we wouldn't necessarily usually listen to.
No,
and I'm so glad that I listened to this, honestly, and I will listen to this again.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, the last song is very clearly a cover, I believe. It's Lucille. And I think that's another Chuck Berry one in there.
I haven't got a
I wonder
clue,
if they were pals, you know.
Probably were pals.
So.
I mean, but I think with That's What My Heart Needs, I just think you can... What I like about this album is, this is like Otis right at the start.
Yeah,
you know
well, it was his debut
right
album,
start,
wasn't it? Yeah.
And you can just see that the album reflects his talent and his what he could have been, what he was going to be. Do you know what I mean? I think if he unfortunately didn't
28 or something.
I know, and if he stayed, Stevie Wonder, it would have been. It would have been one of the biggest. He would have been one of the biggest on the planet.
Definitely.
Amazing. This album just reflects the talent and everything that he had, perfectly. And well, the last song here.
In a way, I want to get this last one out.
Let's do it.
I already know it's going to be brilliant.
No, I do. Yeah.
Otis Redding. If you see a song by Otis Redding, just listen to it.
Yeah, because you won't go wrong.
Guaranteed quality. And I want to get this out of the way so that we can have the big chat about where we're placing this.
Well, get it on if you want, pal.
Well, alright, well, it's called Lucille.
Well, that was Lucille, the final song on the album, and once again, just fantastic. I mean, we need to have the chat here.
Yeah, we do. Now, there are things that I look for in an album.
Oh.
Number one is track listing, track order, that sort of thing. Now, I think there it was perfect.
I do.
Because I think it was Jolly J, amazing love song. Jolly J, amazing love song. Well executed, I would say.
Absolutely.
I look for song length. I think the song length was perfect every time, like 2.5 minutes.
He hit the nail right on the head.
You've got to look at the singer's voice. I don't think there's a better voice out there.
I actually think he could be definitely, without any doubt, one of the best singers of all time.
I would go so far as to say the best singer that we have reviewed.
Oh, definitely.
You know. Now, there's just so many facets to the album that make it amazing.
Yeah.
And I think if it was 1964, I actually think I would rather listen to that album than anything by the Beatles or anything by the Stones. I really would, honestly. I think it's brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
However, we're not in 1964.
No,
we are in 2021.
And in a way, it almost makes me appreciate it more. Because in 1964, they was getting it right.
Yeah, that's right.
Now in 2021, I'm looking out now and I'm seeing, like, you know, what songs are coming out. And no one's doing out like this. No one can sing as good as this. No one produces a tune that you can just sit down. If you've got a song, right, that's come out now, you can never imagine you sat down in a nice restaurant eating a steak and drinking some wine, right? But with this, I can imagine my full night. I can imagine a full night with this. Yeah. And it would be one of the best nights of my life.
I'm sure it would, pal. In fact, you should maybe try and play it with your courting companion one time.
Nah, she'd probably like it. She'd probably want bloody J. Cole on
this is it. But, I mean, for me, it's right up there. Right up there. Yeah. Now, let's just remind the fans on what is on Tier 1 at the moment. Tier 1 is
Hello,
different class.
Oh, yeah.
All Electric Light Orchestra.
By Hello.
Now, was Meatloaf Tier 1 or was it Tier 2? I can't remember.
Meatloaf was Tier 1.
Was it Tier 1?
It was Tier 1.
Well, we're going with tiers now.
Don't forget, I forgot my identity in that album.
You did. It
gives me my identity back. Hey, Tier 1, definitely. I think this has to. For me, personally, I just can't see how in any way we could not put this album in tier 1.
Well, what's on tier 2 then? We've got The Strangler.
Yeah.
Hunky
Dory by David Bowie. We've done so many.
Yeah.
We've got Nick Cav on the Bad Sets.
Yeah.
We've got
that's enough anyway.
We've got loads.
I think it's this is why I think there's a flaw in the tier system in a way, because I do think it's better than Nick Cav and the Bad Sets.
Yeah, I do.
Is it better than the likes of the Strangler? I'm not sure.
This is the thing. I mean, it's as far as story and narrative.
For me, if there was a tier 1.5, it'd be in there.
I just think this is so different though, isn't it? Because with the other albums, you have like a story, and every song's a story, or it's a song book or whatever. But this is just none of it. It's just.
Is this the oldest album we've reviewed?
It's just a bloke singing songs.
Nice.
Lovelinessly.
Yes, yes. Now, I think then, in that case, and I think it is the oldest album.
I think you're correct.
So for that reason,
I think you're correct.
I'm happy to go with tier 1 then in that case.
I think
because it is oldest. It was one of the.
It's the oldest.
Best, obviously,
but you know what they say. Oldest ride.
Yeah.
Longest line.
Exactly.
And I think that applies to this album.
Well, I don't see how it does directly, but I'll sort of agree.
Yeah, I do anyway.
I wouldn't say well spoken, but I'd say reasonably well spoken.
Well, so, you bloody would.
Now, anyway, it's right up there.
Oh,
it's within the top sort of 3 or 4 albums that we've thingied.
Oh, yeah,
and
definitely.
Keep him talking for a minute, pal, because once again,
Jesus Christ.
Dukey's gone to shut down mode. Hang on.
Listen,
here we go.
Oh, yes. Well, we should
woke up.
Elbis. Oh, hang on. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, it needs to bang
down. Elbis. Jesus.
Hang on. We're there, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Hurry up there.
Listen, we've been Elbis and Elbis. Hang on, though, because we've got to say, Otis, pal, you hit the nail on the head. Well, he's died, but he probably... Anyway, listen, unfortunately he's died, but... In 1964, he released a classic, Pain in My Heart.
Yeah.
And it would cause me a pain in my heart if no one went and listened to this.
Precisely.
People need to listen to this album.
Highly recommended.
By Elbis and Elbis. We've been Elbis and Elbis. You have been world class.
The Elbis and Elbis Album Review Show.